Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We saw this last week with Mercedes Monet made her anticipated debut. And what a debut she did last week. She is all elite. She is indeed the CEO of AEW. Mercedes Monet kicks off Dynamite again after a historic night last week. We get to it coming up. Also, too, Shisha Okada, after his win after Ed Kingston, earns himself a match against Kingston for the Continental Championship. If Okada wins the Continental Championship, we'll talk about it coming up. A lot going on here on AEW Dynamite. Even too, Chris Jericho and Hook win against one another tonight. We'll talk about it coming up as we get AEW Dynamite started right now.
Uno, dos, tres.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kitty Dick here. Glad you join us here. Join in the conversation. You know, hashtag Pro Wrestling, real internet. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is king. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Alright, we ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get things started right here on the Pro Wrestling Show right now. Alright, we're gonna get things started with this. Okada and Eddie Kingston, they went against each other tonight. We don't waste no time whatsoever. Let's get this thing cracking right now. Okada went against Eddie Kingston for the Continental Championship after the Young Bucks saying that they will not be around for Okada. They want Okada to do it on his own. At the last week's interview, the Young Bucks reiterated that Okada is the man in AEW. He's gonna be the future man. He's gonna be a future something in AEW. Okada went against Eddie Kingston tonight. Eddie Kingston taking it to Okada as he did tonight. Okada begging away, pleading. I don't know why he did. But Okada knocked the crap out of Eddie Kingston and knocked him through and knocked him silly. That's what he did. Okada lost his Continental Championship to Eddie Kingston. Okada now the new AEW Continental Champion. As you see right here, Okada raising the championship like he did last week. Okada now has some gold. He has plenty of gold to show for it by what he did tonight. Okada, now the new AEW Continental Champion. Okada picking up the win tonight. Well, Okada got confronted by the the B word, Pac. Pac looking for opportunity against Okada down the road. We could see that Pac versus Okada 1-on-1. So Pac and Okada could be going down as we could see that heading towards that Primrose Path eventually on how that's going to go for Pac and Okada. But we'll see how that's going to go down for Pac and Okada. But you can tell Pac looked like he was dazed, like he need to take him down. But Okada now the new AEW Continental Champion. And what champion Okada is going to be coming up. That's what he did to Eddie Kingston couple last week by being down Eddie Kingston, made Eddie Kingston a joke. Well, we get to this. Chris Jericho, who now his new gimmick called the Lionheart Chris Jericho. Jericho went against his new gimmick. He went against the Hook. Jericho went against Hook tonight, and Jericho took it to Hook. He took it to Hook in more ways than one. Jericho even got to the point that he's setting up Hook. I don't know what's going on with Jericho and Hook, but you can tell Jericho and Hook had a nice exhibition match. The exhibition match led towards Jericho versus Hook tonight. Hook took down Jericho. Hook even won the match over Jericho. Hook won his match by defeating Chris Jericho tonight. Doing what he needed to do. But I'm believing Jericho. he had already talked to Renee Young about what his mission and goal was. Jericho looked like his hair is receding. Um, his hairline is receding. He probably had to cut that thing off or something. Jericho saying that Hook could probably be a future world champion. I do believe Hook could be a future world champion. But the way Jericho was looking at Hook tonight, meaning that he's a little bit salty and bitter and jealous that Hook got the win. So we'll see how this is gonna go down and how it's gonna play out eventually. But you can tell Jericho is not too keen on Hook. He's gonna find a way to get under Hook's skin. I just hope that Chris Jericho would, not do that, but that's being Jericho. Jericho knows a thing or two on the scheme of things on what he likes to do and what he wants to do. Jericho got that interview with Renee Young. Renee Young is trying to keep it on the wrap. So Dynamite is still going on. Got 5 minutes left for Rampage for AEW finish. They could have just started doing that, but hey, you should March Madness. They gave them extra time, airtime, so hey, we can see that. Adam Cole expressed his disappointment onto Warlow after last week's match. Warlow was going for the AEW title, but he got choked out by Samoa Joe. This might be a storyline that Adam Cole may be doing heading towards the Undisputed Truth kicking Warlow out the group. Warlow may be see his way out the group after the performance he had last week. I told you last week that Warlow, it really didn't build up for Warlow to defeat Samoa Joe. It made Warlow look even more weaker to go down Samoa Joe. But we don't know how this is going to play out eventually. This might play out even more. But Adam Cole saying he's disappointed Warlow and he's going to teach Warlow a lesson in life. And we'll see what that lesson may be that Adam Cole may have up his sleeve down the road. Speaking of that, Will Ospreay was there. Will Ospreay, Ozzy. Will Ospreay talked to Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone talked to Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay wanted to get a lot out of his chest tonight. Ospreay saying that he wants to go against Daniel Bryan's last opponent. Ospreay wants to take it down a notch. Ospreay said that he wants to say right here, as I am a 30-year-old man, I got dogs, 3 cats, a kid, and a missus, a mortgage to pay, and more importantly, a point to prove. So Will Ospreay looking forward to proving his point, and he wants to prove his point tonight. He will take on Brian Danielson at Dynasty. That should be a match that all for the ages to see. Him and Brian Danielson at Dynasty. We'll see that match heading our way at Dynasty between Will Ospreay and Brian Danielson. So we'll see. Speaking of that, was women's action, tag team action. Tony Storm, the AEW Women's Champion, teamed up with her protege Mariah May to take on Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa. And Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa lost. Well, I guess they won over Tony Storm and Mariah May. Then Mariah at the pinfall. Tony Storm trying to recoup what she's got going on and how she was gonna do later and stuff. So we'll see how it's gonna be. Um, we'll see how this is gonna follow on. You can tell how this is gonna be. So hey, we'll see. Swerve Strickland. Yeah, right here, Swerve Strickland. Um, looking forward to, and I didn't know. Allegedly, Swerve may be dating someone, a former WWE superstar wife that recently got separated. So we'll see. But Swerve was in action. Swerve called out Samoa Joe. Swerve wants to take down Joe and become the AEW champion. One way or another, Swerve wants to become champion. And Swerve Strickland could be the AEW champion. We don't know when the match is going to be made for Swerve taking on Samoa Joe. at Dynasty. But who knows how this might go, how this may do going forward. So hey, we'll see how this is gonna play out eventually. So Swerve Strickland may have a point, may have made his point in his case tonight on becoming AEW champion, but he has to go through the masses to win the AEW championship one way or another. So we'll see how that's gonna go for Swerve and stuff. But if he wants to take down Samoa Joe, he's gonna have to be on his game, and Samoa Joe, on the top of his game, on the top of the top of the sports entertainment mountain as the AEW champion. So we'll see. Well, we get to what other matches we missed out? Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné helped out Willow Nightingale. Mercedes Moné became a ally for Willow. And then we thought Mercedes was gonna get attacked by Willow. And Willow, we'll see what's gonna go down. But Mercedes Moné kind of left it to Willow, and Willow taking it to Mercedes Moné on how she went down tonight. Or Mercedes, the crown jewel. I'll say that about Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné looking good, looking fresh, looking fine tonight as she always does. She looked at fly. Mercedes Moné, Willow Nightingale thought she was going to attack Mercedes Moné with the chair. I don't know what kind of storyline they're going on along with, but we'll see. But Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné on how things going to go later on tonight. So we'll see how this is going to go. Mercedes Moné found her a new enemy. Willow kind of was hesitant. Mercedes Moné is a boss among bosses, and she was the boss of tonight, and she became the boss. So Mercedes Moné, like I said, love me some Mercedes Moné. She can't do no wrong. Belly and Sasha Banks. I'm getting still trying to get to used to call her Mercedes, but she's still Sasha Banks to me. So hey, CEO, CEO, CEO. I love it. I love it. But Mercedes Moné. So Mercedes Moné, woo. She get hurt. Oh yeah, look at Willow too. But I'm looking at more Mercedes. I'm on Mercedes. Give me more. Give me more. CEO. 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 Woo. Give me more. Give me more Mercedes. I mean more. But hey, we'll have enough of Mercedes for one day. We'll come back to her later on the pro wrestling show for the ring for the I can't flabbergasted for the hot topics. Yeah. All right. Now we get to the main event. The Radar Superstar, better known as Edge. Now Adam Copeland was in action. And Adam Copeland was in action against Christian. This feud started in WWE, now continues on AEW. And Edge took it to Christian, their former tag team partners, beating the holy crap out of each other. Christian even ran Edge through the table, even to the point that Christian got tied up with Edge through the ring rope. Then it led to Edge going into the Christian going to the women's bathroom. It was just downright crazy. It was just crazy. Christian smiling with his face with an evil smile. But then this was the most unique way that they did. They handcuffed everybody. Christian, Kill Switch, Nick Wayne. They almost handcuffed Nick Wayne's mom. It was just that crazy. But Edge found a way. Edge defeated. Edge found a way, and Edge took down everything in sight. I'll say about Edge. Edge found a way. Edge took him down. I don't know why Edge did what he did, but it was just sick. Even to the point that everyone got handcuffed. To the point, it was like, what the world? What the world is going on? It was just, it was just crazy. But Edge found a way. Edge won the match. Edge is the new TNT champion. Edge celebrated. Nick Wayne mom tried to get involved. It was just crazy to the point that Nick Wayne, wow, it's just woo, my God. It just went down. Edge now the new TNT champion, celebrating with his friends and everybody that helped gave him that momentum. Edge did it on his own tonight. So congratulations to the Radar superstar Edge, better known as Adam Copeland. All right, we move on to wrestling hot topics. On wrestling hot topics, we're hearing that SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis may be undergoing bicep tours, undergoing arm surgery. And you see right here, we see right here. So we just don't see it. But Nick Aldis, oh man, Nick Aldis underwent going to be going underneath surgery for a torn bicep muscle tear. We're wishing Nick Aldis a speedy recovery. This man, we don't know what his role gonna be after. Is he gonna? We may still be SmackDown. He might have somebody to run it for him, run SmackDown while he's off. But now, so who knows? Who knows what's going on? But hey, knows what it is. Also, too, we're getting reports. Look at this: Carmelo Hayes and Drew McIntyre hanging out. So Drew hanging out with Carmelo. Drew saying you're looking real good since you dropped all that weight, about 240 pounds, wasn't it? I guess Drew trying to talking about Trick Williams. And I think Carmelo said they appreciate the advice today. Drew McIntyre very insightful. I guess that's what they was talking about. Trick Williams and Seth Rollins. Both men, I know both men are going to have a busy weekend at WrestleMania where Carmelo will take on Trick at Stand and Deliver 1-on-1. We'll see that match. And Drew will have a busy night in his hands if he wants to be WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Drew may have the goal. We'll see. Speaking of that, more Rikishi, the big Kish, talking about his sons, Jimmy and Jay. Jimmy and Jay will be at WrestleMania. They will be the third brother versus brother at WrestleMania, where both brothers, or both men who are brothers, the same tag team, the Uso brothers, will get a chance and we'll get an opportunity to wrestle, to fight each other and build all this up frustration. Remember last year WrestleMania, they were both tag team champions. Throughout their WrestleMania, they were tag team champions. Now they want to sell their differences in the ring. So let them sell their differences in the ring. We'll see where they go from there. But Rikishi had an interesting sight saying, it's your time, boys. It's time to show what you can do. So we'll see. Also, too, um, a lot of people are saying it's the PG era dead due to Cody Rhodes saying what he said tonight, the other night. Cody and The Rock. I felt like Cody did a drive performance to me, but it's too here to say. So hey, you know what's going on with that. So we'll see. Cody Rhodes did okay, but it wasn't strong enough. The Rock, little you know what syndrome doesn't could come on stronger, better than that. But hey, that's Cody. Also, too, speaking of Cody, Cody did something in Augusta. Had a little fan that followed him and chased him around. Cody Rhodes getting a lot of momentum. Even some of these fans saying that Cody ought to be the champion. Cody has his right, and he'll get that shot at WrestleMania if he do. But we know that Cody will be at SmackDown this week, face to face with Roman Reigns. So Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will be face to face, and we'll see how this is gonna go face to face this week on SmackDown. Also, too, we get a little more insight that from Dave Melvin saying that he blind that AEW president Tony Khan blames Jungle Boy Jack Perry for losing CM Punk and saying that CM Punk should be in AEW now rather than in WWE. Well, bad news for the AEW president that Tony Khan should have decided that CM Punk should have been the one. And he should have kept that Jungle Boy, to be honest. The committee voted that Jungle Boy was the one doing what he needed to do, but hey, it is what it is on that. Well, we know this that on Warlow sharing his transformation, Warlow sharing out what he did and stuff of 10 years ago and 10 years later. Warlow gonna have to get rebuilt a little bit longer and a little bit harder, hopefully, what's going on with Warlow. Plus, two, we know that the tag team championships will be on the line at WrestleMania. The Judgment Day, Balor and Priest will defend the tag team titles against DIY, the New Day, and the Awesome Truth. But there's two other teams that could be added. A lot of people are telling Triple H to add the Dudley Boys just for nostalgia purposes. That could be a possibility, but we will have to wait and see how that possibility will come around. The Dudley Boys join the fray. Who knows? I could probably see the Dudley Boys coming around and getting it. Who knows? So you know how they go and how they'll be coming forward. But the Dudley Boys will be nostalgia at WrestleMania and stuff. Well, we're gonna end that right now, and with Sasha Banks, we're hearing reports that Mercedes Moné, better known as Sasha Banks now, she left the AEW locker room. We were locker room resenting her and stuff of what's going on with her. But I look at it like this: she's gonna be the highest paid women's wrestler of all time, so she knows what she's doing. Get the money while you can get it. So Mercedes Moné making bank and making dollars that she wants AEW to be more global than she's gonna do. So we'll see how this is gonna go. Mercedes Moné, CEO. CEO. I love saying that word, CEO. But we're gonna end it with the Radar superstar, Adam Copeland, better known as Edge, win the TNT Championship away from his former best friend Christian. All right, y'all. We'll see you this Friday for the SmackDown Ring Report, where we see will Roman Reigns be a man of his word and do the right thing and not play games with Cody. We'll see that coming up. So for me being Kendra Dix saying so long, thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show.